What's up guys, Wilson here with our latest project, which is of this, a brand new Porsche Taycan. And as you can see, this is the second generation, the newest model. And what we're going to be doing with this car is very similar to what I did with my Porsche Taycan 4S, which is a full body custom SatinGuard PPF installation. We will be changing all of the beautiful gloss paint on here into the richest, deepest satin finish. And besides changing the look, it will also give it the best paint protection possible. The owner has also chosen to tint the windows with Spectra Photosync IRD, the best heat blocking and also the most exclusive window film in this industry. He chose 70% on the front windshield and 55% on the side and rears. Now, after all of that is done, we'll be coating the entire car with Nanolux Cerebite HD. So let's get this process started. And at the very end, you will see how this transformation will take place and what the final result will be. So check this out. Alright guys, this Porsche Taycan SatinGuard project is finally completed, and as I mentioned in the very beginning, what I did on my own Porsche Taycan 4S is very similar to the setup that this owner chose for his Porsche Taycan, in the sense that this is fully protected with SatinGuard PPF and also tinted with Spectra Photosync IRD. The main difference is that for my car, I chose IRD 30%, which is a darker shade from Photosync, as compared to this one where the owner chose IRD 55%, which is a very popular mid-tone shade along with 45%. He also tinted the front windshield with IRD 70%, as I did, and one of the main reasons for that is that that front windshield is really huge, and when this car is out in the sun, it tends to have a lot of heat coming through it, and not to mention the UV damage that is potentially there when it's not tinted and protected. Now all the windows on this car is fully protected from UV, and with Spectra Photosync IRD, you're getting the best heat blocking out of any window film in this industry. Now, as far as SatinGuard is concerned, the results speak for itself. This looks absolutely amazing over Volcano Grey, and in general, over any gray, silver metallics or blue, SatinGuard would look amazing for. Now, what we did on this car is very similar for all the Porsche Taycans, but one thing that is different, because the new generation Taycans have a little bit of a different look up front, it does present new challenges per se. Now, before we get to that, I want to show you what you're looking at right now is the hybrid tritone technology on SatinGuard, which really distinguishes it from any other matte satin paint protection film. This film is the most true to color matte satin paint protection film, in the sense that it allows the natural color of the paint to show through better than any other PPF, and with that, it does not distort the paint color by dulling it too much or graying it out. It really allows that natural color to really come through, and for many owners, you purchase a car with a selected color for a particular reason, even though you're changing it from gloss to satin. Now, the other unique feature of SatinGuard is that it has this hybrid tritone technology, and it allows the paint to exhibit three different looks, from matte to satin to translucent. And what that really does is it allows the film to exhibit the natural curvatures of the car, to really show off the curvatures better than any other PPF. Now, back to the work itself. As I mentioned, the new Taycans have a new front end, and mainly the front bumper is where that difference is. So with the previous generation, we do that as a one-piece custom installation, and for the new generation, it's no different. So let's come take a closer look. Normally, where you may get a relief opening around this area or a joining seam along this area, you can see that we did this entire front bumper with one single sheet of film without any relief openings or joining seams. Whenever you have those seams, what tends to happen is that it will allow the underlying gloss paint to show through, and that's exactly what you don't want with any kind of matte satin PPF. You want to do it to make it as seamless as possible so that none of that shows through, and the final result being that it looks like it's painted this way from the factory. Now let's take a look at another area right here. These cars sometimes come with these electric badge or the Taycan badge in the rear. Many owners have us debadge it and leave it off. This owner decided to have it put back on, and as you can see, after filming it, we just place it right back over the film so that you don't get that cutout around those badges. On the doors right over here, I mentioned that you don't want seams when it comes to any kind of PPF if possible. And one thing that the pre-cut templates tend to do is have a seam right over here, right by the mirrors. As you can see, there are no seams there, and which essentially makes this look more like it came from the factory this way. Now let's make our way to the back side. I want to show you one last panel, and that is the rear bumper. Normally when this is done with a pre-cut template, you would get a seam, a joining seam right over here, and the film doesn't tuck under the tail lights. As you can see, we did all of that, this rear bumper, one piece without those joining seams or relief openings. Same thing in here on the rear trunk area. One thing that tends to happen is that because of all the curvatures, there would be gloss showing through. We did this to make it as seamless as we can. And what you see right here is this entire area protected. And when you open the rear trunk, you won't have to stare at that gloss paint that may be showing through. So guys, another Taycan completed, and I want to thank you for watching another one of our videos. We have tons of projects coming up, so please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.